I'm here today with Erin Fallin. Erin, thank you so much for having me.
Of course, thanks for
And
coming.
let's start off by saying, where are we? Like physically, where are we?
So we are at 109 Continental Ave in my office of
That's
my
your office.
my office.
That's all right.
Of my child care
Of
center.
your child care center. All right, now let's rewind the clock a little bit. Before you started any type of business model or anything like that, you enjoyed babysitting.
I did.
Is that
since
that's
I was
kind of where
about 12. Yep.
Okay,
all
and
the
now
time.
you decided then at some point that you wanted to start your own daycare center.
Yes.
Now, how does that work? Tell me how you started that.
So mostly I started it for my nieces and nephews. We were at a different daycare center, and we went corporate. And when we went corporate, I just didn't like the feel of it. It was just too many kids, just too business feeling, and I wanted to get back to that homey school feeling environment. And my nephews were all coming into the daycare, and later on my niece and my other niece and my other nephew. So I wanted to kind of have my own spin on that so that they would be well protected.
All right. So now, but you go from having no business at all
Nope.
to having a functioning daycare center.
Yes.
And you did that out of your parents' house.
Yes. So
all state legal, everything up to
Yes.
snuff, that type of thing.
through the Office for Children in Hackensack. Yeah, we were certified to have 5 kids in the basement, and we set it up like a school-like setting. And within a few months, we had a waiting list, and we were
And this is
just
out of
ready to go.
somebody's house, which is
Out of my home where I
phenomenal.
grew up. And the reason why we did it there was because if we fell back, we fell back, and my parents were 100%, supportive, and they said, if you fell, we're here. You
There's
don't
no
lose
loss.
anything. So try it out, see if you like it. You might not even like it. And I loved it. I loved the bookkeeping aspect of it. I loved dealing with the money and that kind of aspect of it, and the daycare itself.
Yeah, now, and this is one of the reasons why I want to do this interview is I think, from my point, I don't think that you fully appreciate the idea of, hey, I'm going to start a business, and some almost 20 years later, it's still successful.
Yeah.
That, to me, that's crazy.
It is.
If I just said, oh, today, I'm going to start a business,
Yeah.
and to think 20 years down the
And
line,
it's
still going to be functioning, it's still a success.
Yeah.
I think that's the main reason why I wanted to talk to you, because I think it's a really great inspirational story. I think it shows that, if you put your mind to it, you get the right
Absolutely.
people surrounding
That was
you.
a key point. I was just going to touch on that. I have the most amazing staff, and most of them have been with me for 10 to 17 years that the business has been open. And even my state representatives will say that's unheard of, that people stay there that long. So you definitely are doing something right. And it's, word of mouth. We haven't advertised.
And now how do you go from, your parents' house to the building where you are now? This is we're in a school that was part of a church.
Yes, this was an autistic school. And a lady on the board of the autistic school, 16 years ago, they were getting ready to build their own school in New Milford. This was going to come up for lease. And she knew me from babysitting and from daycare that I used to work at. And she said, I have to call Erin and tell her if she's going to do a business, this is the prime location for this business, because it's set up as a school already.
It is a school, yeah. And
So-
how many classrooms do you have?
5 classrooms. We
Yeah, 5
started off with
classrooms.
3, and we went to 5 within the next 2 years, and we've had 5 ever
And again,
since.
everything is state regulated.
Yep, state inspected.
state
My
accredited.
license is up there. Everything's is official.
And now you had to change the name of the school when you came here.
We had it to change the name just for legal purposes.
And what was it originally?
That's my school.
And what is this one?
That's my school too.
So people wanted to look you up. It's That's My School too.
Right, and we always go by That's My School.
But you pretty much you have a waiting list.
We have a waiting list. We're already booked for September of
And this
2017.
is we're in February.
We're in February.
That's
so
fantastic.
we already booked up. And again, no, not with advertising. It's all word of mouth. It's all been word of mouth. Somebody tells a friend, and that's how it's been for 16 years. We've only ever advertised our first year of being here.
Yeah, that's
So
incredible.
we're not in any papers, we're not in any booklets, where it's all word of mouth that we book up. And we have booking up for us is about 90 to 100 children
That's a lot.
because we do part-time and full-time.
Okay.
So,
And what is like like say like a major highlight of this? I know you guys do like graduations and stuff like that.
sure, we have our big graduation in June, which is very exciting. The kids get so excited. It's a big accomplishment. They're going into kindergarten, their next phase of life. So that's one of the major big things. Summer, we do a summer camp, so we don't close at all. We're open year round. And, September through June is our school curriculum.
And now, do you find a lot of parents utilize the summer program, or do they keep their kids home with them, or like they just want a break from their kids? Like how does that work?
Yeah, I think you hit on all those. It's actually all those answers.
It's a combination.
Yeah,
okay.
we have some that stay home, but towards like the end of July, beginning of August, they call and say,
"Can you take them for a
Can
while?
you take them for a couple of days?
All right,
Can you come
hey,
for?"
good for you.
So we're very flexible in the summer.
And what about like competition in the area? How does that affect you?
It hasn't really affected us at all. There are about 5 other daycares, I believe, in River Edge alone. So
That's a lot, because River Edge is not a big town.
River Edge is not a big town, but there are other daycares around. But honestly, the directors are all very nice that I know from meetings and stuff.
So you guys all get along and help each other, that type of thing?
Haven't had a problem with any of them. And, I haven't had any problems with competition or anything like that. So that's always good.
And like at the school, you guys do like you do like Halloween parades and
Yeah, we celebrate every holiday.
Crazy Hat Day.
Oh yeah, Pajama Day, one of the kids' favorites.
It would be my
Mismatch
favorite.
Day, yeah, Crazy Hat Day, all that stuff. We do the parades. They do. They used to do a mother tea downstairs in the bigger rooms around Mother's Day for the moms to come in. They do special days, student of the week days, that type of thing. So.
And then you have from time to time like people come in to sing or the kids, that type of thing.
We have music every week.
That's
Yeah, we have music once a week, and then some fun activities. We don't do them like every month, but maybe every few months. We've had like a pet show come in, like with live animals, reptiles, things like that. We've had the fun bus come a few times, which is a school bus transformed to a gym, so the kids can go out there and they play on it and get some exercise. We do that in the wintertime.
And the cops come and the firemen come.
Yep, absolutely.
So you get the town kind of backs you up a little bit with that stuff.
Absolutely.
But that's pretty nice. They give up their time to come here and show the fire trucks off to the kids.
Yep, they'll show the fire trucks, the police cars. We had the Adopt a Cop in pre-K, which was Officer Sanchez would come over, read a book to them, talk to them, just to familiarize with them so that they were never afraid of any police officers. So they know they're there to help.
Now, what advice would you give, if any, to somebody that wants to start their own daycare center or wants to how would you, how do you go about it? What kind of degree do you need? What kind
People do ask me a lot,
Yeah.
and I just have a good support system is like the main thing. Just to get you going, you need that good support system to get the business going.
But should you have a business degree?
You can get a business degree. You can get a bachelor's. Go back for your bachelor's. You can get an education degree. You could do both. I kind of went with both because I was going to the education field to be a teacher, and then when I veered off into business to do this, you can call Trenton. They'll get you started. They'll give you books you need to do, classes you need to go to, and they'll help you get started. They're very helpful. People are usually afraid of licensing, but don't be afraid of licensing. Now, they're there to help you, protect you, keep your business safe, keep you safe.
Now, do you have any regrets in starting your own business?
No, I don't think so.
No, this is the American dream.
This is what I wanted to do. Yeah, this is what I wanted to do.
Fantastic.
Yeah, this is definitely what I wanted to do, and I like being in the classroom, but I like the book work also. So
you do like that.
To here, I have the best of both worlds because I get to see the kids every day, be in and out of the rooms, but I get to do all the bookkeeping. So.
Now, do you find it like if you have to replace teachers or whatever, is there a waiting list or people looking to for employment like that type of thing?
We get a lot of resumes, absolutely. Knock on wood, we haven't really had to use too many of them. We had some people that moved away, so we had to replace them, but we've always gotten really good teachers. And like I said, now I think it's 10 years since I've had the last teacher come. So everyone kind of just stays.
Now, what do you
They stay
see
with
like a forecast for the future? Do you see there's any reason that this business should falter, or?
I hope not.
But I mean, there's nothing you're going to
yeah.
say.
No, because even like the town here, like River Edge, even they have preschool in one of the elementary schools. They offer the free preschool. It's like a lottery system. But with that, again, they can only take X amount of children as opposed to what the town actually has. So you still have a need
So
for
there's
it
a lot of overage.
no matter what. Yeah, you'll
People-
always
and
have a
people
need
keep
for
having
child
kids.
care. Exactly. Especially good infant care. We're one of the only centers in River Edge that offers infant care. Zero.
And now, and you're only what's tell me about like ratios.
All right, so the state sets forth a ratio of every age group. So infants, you're 4-to-1. Toddlers, you're 7-to-1. So if you have 14 toddlers, you have 2 teachers, you're fine.
Okay.
And it goes up and up as the age go up. So downstairs in our bigger room, you can have 15-to-1. So 15
But there's
kids
better
for
money
one
in
teacher.
having 2 babies than there is to having 4 toddlers.
Because the price goes up.
Right.
Yeah, your
There's more
cost for
care.
infant is much higher than your cost for kindergarten or pre-K teacher.
Now, I know we talked about this right before we started. You were in a magazine.
It was.
They did like a little feature on you.
Yes.
Tell me about that.
So I was at St. Peter's Rectory reading the first magazine. They had a little competition of, you had to write an essay of an inhibition you overcame to do something with your life. And it was right when I was opening this daycare, but I was still working because I needed to still fund the daycare.
Okay.
So I wrote just an essay saying that, you know, I hated public speaking. I got very nervous talking to people, even things like this. I just didn't like to do. And to open a daycare, you have to talk to a lot of people and you have to be there for meetings and everything else. So I just, you know, I had to just get over it. And they thought that was tremendous. So they came here and they did hair and makeup and they did a whole photo shoot and they did a whole interview. And they published it in the magazine. Yep. It was very cool.
I'm going to get some still shots of that.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, so again, I just want to say, you know, I think it's really incredible what you did. You know, going from, you know, I enjoy babysitting to, you know, I'm a director of a successful daycare center that you have. How many employees do you have now?
10, one on maternity leave, so 11 altogether.
So 11 people working on you.
Yeah.
It's successful.
Yeah.
It's been here almost 20 years.
Yeah.
For the foreseeable future, it's going to be here. You know, again, that's why I wanted to do this. I think it's a really neat story. I think it's very inspirational.
Thank you.
And congratulations for making all that happen.
Thank you. Hey, like I said, just you got a dream, go with it, and just have a good support system.
Yeah,
It's the best thing.
It's great
So
advice.
it's a lot of legwork, but you can do it.
And it's worth it. Now, do you
It's
do you
worth
look?
it.
That's what I want to say. Do you look back on this at any point and say, you know, how the hell did I make that happen?
Yeah, you know what? I do sometimes, and there's sometimes because I'm one of those people that, you know, if something's like, I just give up on it.
Yeah.
So there were definitely like times that I was like, maybe this isn't right for me. Maybe I should just go work for someone else and get a full paycheck and be done.
And be done with it.
And, you know, and I'm glad that I didn't, and I knew always inside of me I didn't want to do that. I wanted to stick with it. And I look back on it, and I look back on a lot of the kids that actually have come back, and they're 16, years old, 17 years old, 18 years old, and they want a job here.
Now, haven't any of them worked here? Have you employed anybody?
Yeah, we've had a couple.
That's neat.
We've had a couple
So
come back. We
they
have
were
a
here.
lot that come back and do confirmation hours or high school hours. We have some that work 3 to 6,
So now you're seeing them as adults.
Yeah.
And you're still in a way having an impact on their life.
Yeah, we just got a resume from another one. A girl I had, Jenna, since she was 5. and she's driving now and looking for employment. So
She would like to work here
she wants to
3 to
work
6
here
or
3 to
whatever it
6
is.
after high school. She goes to Riverdale.
Fantastic.
So yeah, it's nice, and you know they've always stayed in touch, so it's nice. And even when I see kids around town, they're always like, "Hi, Miss Erin," even if
So
they're
there's a nice sense of
14,
community
15,
there.
16 years old. Yeah,
Yeah,
it
that's
is.
awesome.
It's a great place. So definitely stick with it.
All
You
right.
can do it. It's a lot of work, but do it.
Well, listen, I appreciate you taking the time out of your schedule today.
Anytime.
I know we've been trying to set this up for a long time,
Yep.
and I'm glad we did get to do this.
Sure.
There's
The
something.
fire department behind us.
Again, I appreciate it.
Anytime. Thank you. I appreciate you coming.
And everybody, thanks for watching, and I will catch you later.
Thank you.
If you enjoyed the video, please take the time to like and subscribe.